right, good afternoon, folks. Happy weekend. It is the end of the workday on a Friday for me. Well, I've still got a few minutes left, but more or less the end of the workday. I am done with meetings. I'm done with paperwork. I am done with all that kind of fun stuff. It's time to have some fun. Um, had to already run today and pick up a lawnmower that was being repaired. Got to pick up a car for somebody that was being repaired. I'm just tired of running around. It's time to sit back, relax, have my favorite Diet Pepsi. I can't know if you can see there we go. So, they can sponsor me. They can send me some money if they want to. BAM could send me some money. Oh, wait, they already did. So I'm going to hop over to MCOC here real quick and just show we do have loaded up the Platinum track, which I've got to, I guess, hide my purty face if I can figure out where my camera got to. Interesting. My camera is working. But, there it is. How did that get put in there? Let's move you to there, and then I can hide it. There we go, and now you can see that I do have the Platinum Pass. I don't know how we're doing it yet, bud. We'll figure it out. I haven't talked to your mom. I know she was going to call you, so we'll figure it out. We may pick it up tonight and then switch the cars. I don't know. We will see. All right. Wow, that was fun. There we go. Can't even talk without choking up anymore. So we do have that now. That was courtesy of Kabam. They got all that figured out and sent over to me today. Very, very happy there. It's not a big savings. It is a savings of, what was it, $25? I'll take it. Whatever works there works. So we do have that. Was almost tempted today to try my luck and say, hey, if we got 50 likes on the video I posted, that I'd do another 10 for arcade. But what are the chances of me pulling them twice? I mean, the chances weren't very good of me pulling them once. So, yeah, not sure. I don't think I'm going to do that, but we are going to test him today. We're going to play around with him, see if he's any good on attack. I haven't used him for a single fight yet. I haven't gone into Realm of Legends. I have not done an arena fight. I've not done a Battlegrounds fight. I have done zero fighting with the guy. And I am monitoring something that's really, really kind of odd. Because I've got over on my work computer, I'm running the stream without being signed in so I can see the ads. And I just noticed an ad played. And now I'm looking at my YouTube dashboard and monitor here in front of me, and it says ads off. Which means I'm not getting anything from the ads, but YouTube is still running them. And that's kind of what I wanted to see. I'm not sure why that is. Kind of curious to see if it does it anymore. But anyway, enough of that. That's kind of some behind the scenes stuff that I'm trying to kind of track and figure out. Because if I'm logged into it like I am on my iPad, what was I trying to say? I'm logged in on my iPad. I've got YouTube Premium, so I don't see ads. Money is, most definitely, always. Whoops. Wrong section there. That is typically the case. I'm just kind of curious to see how often it tries to do that. I don't mind them at the start. I kind of figured that, that's part of it. That is just their thing. But it shouldn't happen during the stream. Anyway, where is Arcade here? Wow, he's kind of down there in PI. I do love his profile picture, though. I'm not going to do any synergies or anything at first. There we go. We're just going to go in straight clean with this guy. I do have recoils on. We'll continue to keep recoils on. Probably won't test them today without recoils. And before we jump in there, I thought it might be nice, to take a little visit with one of my friends. And we'll let Karate Mike tell me how to play this guy, because I know there's something where you get to a special 3, you do a light ending combo, to a special 2, and then a special 1. I think that's it. But we're going to let Mike take it away and tell us. Hopefully you're able to hear this. Let me know if you're not.
To begin, strike the opponent and push them back toward the wall. You could use your heavy to place a poisonous cloud and start building your arcade tokens. Your booby trap in the corner will make the defender more likely to use their special attack. So, bait a special and then chain your heavy after you're punished to trigger the trap and gain more tokens. From here, max out your power and perform a light ending combo to disable your special 3 and use your special 2 in the corner. Feel free to play a little aggressive, since your tokens will let you auto-block incoming attacks. Then, use your special 1 to place the rest of your debuffs and watch the opponent melt in your traps. And hey, don't forget about those pre-fights that grant different immunities and benefits to Arcade at the start of the fight. These allow him to take a variety of different fights in different ways. And while in no way required, Arcade synergizes nicely with the Collar Tech Mastery, gaining increased attack rating and reducing the opponent's defensive combat power rate by 7% for each unique personal damaging debuff. There are lots of ways to use Arcade, so depending on the fight before you, choose the right pre-fight and let the games begin.
You can't hear me because I didn't unmute. So there we go. Anyway, just was kind of reading down through the pre-fights, seeing what they were. I guess there's uses for them, but let's do our first fight. Let's check out the animations and all that. See how long it takes a rank 2 7-star to okay, well, got the auto block in there. Wanted to do that. Light ending combo. Did not get the auto block there. Did not want another special 2 there. I gained too much power. Yeah, I'm not sure when this guy can stun, do the passive stun during combos. I guess I should read his kit a little bit. But, there we go. Let's go ahead and restart that. I'm going to take a look at his kit here a little bit, because I am not that familiar with it. Alright, so Arcade starts each quest with 3. Yeah, we know that. Persistent Prize, spent pre-fight screen. Okay, yep, let's get the pre-fights out of the way. There's the pre-fights. Always active, does not benefit from Collar Tech Mastery. Instead, he gains attack rating for each rank invested. His attacker, Arcade Fourth Light, disables the special attack 3. Okay, we know that. Whenever the opponent would be poisoned, Arcane gains 1 arcade token. Each arcade token increases armor rating. While he has 10 tokens or 3 or more as a defender, he gains an indefinite auto block. Okay, so with 2 or more, 100% chance to auto block while charging or releasing his own heavy. When does he get the passive on the heavy? The passive stun. That's what I want to know. Okay, well, I don't see anything it says. Did I miss it? I know he does it. He has a passive stun. Interesting. Am I completely blind and missing it? Okay, arcade tokens, not a big issue there. Maybe it's just that with 2 or more arcade tokens, Arcade has 100% chance to auto block attacks while charging or releasing his own heavy. But I thought he... All right, well, maybe he doesn't have a passive stun. I just thought... No, I know he does, because after the special one, you charge a heavy and it stuns him. I hate champions that have a long book like this. There we go. If the opponent is not performing a special attack and they are on the top of a booby trap, charging or releasing Arcade's heavy attack will cause it to explode and passively stun. There it is. So they've got to be on the trap. You got it. Let's try this again now. It doesn't seem really that complex, or at least as complex as people were making him out. Now, he doesn't have, at least it doesn't feel like he's got that much damage. Oops. I was trying to slow my combo down there in the trap. Okay, you can quit throwing, you know what? Let's just restart this. I'm not going to worry about trying to get the poisons rolling early on, at least not against Winter Soldier. He's not aggressive enough to kind of stop where I need him to stop. So we're just going to get him back in the corner, which should be easy enough to do. You know what, we probably should do this. We do need some tokens. There we go. That's where I wanted you to stop. And wow, I mean, he hit that trap. And stopped on a dime. Or launched that special on a dime. Okay, I've got to do that quicker. I just can't. I'm not seeing the stacking of all the debuffs. Got to do the stun there quicker after the special one to keep the debuffs rolling. Because right now I've lost all of them. Yeah, he's going to be a little, the actual gameplay itself isn't tricky. Keeping all the debuffs on him is going to be tricky. Okay, well, let's see what synergies this guy has. Let's go ahead and restart. See what we've got here synergy-wise. All right, I kind of figure, ooh, with Black Cat. So this one, Black Cat starts each fight with 3-second combo shield passive. Arcade successfully auto blocks grant an 80% fury buff. So you want to auto block into a special. That would be pretty impressive there, actually. What does it provide? Wolverine. For each personal bleed on opponent, they suffer 20%. That's not too bad either. Ooh, with Piggy. Gain 5% of max power each time any champion is knocked down. Well, we'll put Piggy in there. Not that, I mean, these aren't game-changing or game-breaking. Special attacks 1 and 2 gain 4% attack rating for each living synergy champion. Well, $115 critical damage. Okay, well, let's go ahead and grab this. Let's do something like this and just see what happens. Let's see if this makes any difference at all. So charge heavy when he's on top of the trap and just kind of try and keep him on the traps. After the special one, we'll do 5 hits. Now we'll get you there. All right, now he'll be back on top of the trap. I can stun. There we go. We can get him going with some poisons. End in a light. Okay, we're going to do this. There's that. And now we should be able to stun. Yeah, see, I lose those other debuffs way too quick. See, I want those to stick around. And I want the poison from this to stick around. Oh, I didn't drop it. All right, well, I can see some uses for him. It's not going to be easy to max him out, I don't think. So let's go try some of our other quests that we typically use him in, or that we would test with, which is going to be over in... Oh, where is it? Where is the quest I'm thinking of? Is it this one? It is this one. Let us try him against the Deadpool that is here. This is a smaller health pool. Only 157,000 health, so I don't expect him to withstand much. So we're going to start with this. See, my problem is I've got to figure out the spacing on that. So that I can stun him right away. Okay. Not the quickest I've ever done that fight. Let's try something in 8.4. Let's see if we can find a section in 8.4 to test them in. I don't remember which ones of these have tech paths at the beginning. And if you can think of any fights you want me to try with them. Is that a tech path? Yeah, you've already ascended your 6-star, huh? I'm trying to figure out where some good fights are that I can, or a good path that I can try them on some fights. Don't really like that one. Want to find one that specifically for tech champions. Maybe we can do this one. Not specifically for a tech champion, but this one may be fun. While the weapon node is on cooldown, they take 600% more damage from heavy attacks. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's try and see how he does here. This is a bigger health pool. Should be some debuffs rolling. I don't like his PI so low. Okay, and I do want to figure out now how to get him to stop on those marks and stay there. I want to get him back on that. Now this should. Didn't get the special one off there, but that seemed to work. I mean, I did have a 77,000 hit in there. Let's try that one more time. Really want to get the trap spacing down because I think that is kind of the key with him, is to make sure that you've got him standing in a trap as much as possible. I also want to go back and read his thing on if there's a way to oops, I did not auto block that. Well, that didn't work very well. Don't know what happened there. That must have been the node. Let's try it one more time. I want to figure out if there's a way to extend the debuffs. That's the only thing I'm kind of missing at this point, is how do I extend those debuffs from the special 2? Okay, now we've stacked a bunch of debuffs up. We got hit by a unblockable. Okay, yeah, you can only do so many of those that keep them stunned. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Interesting attacker. I'm not sure I'll use him very much on attack. He is going to be on defense a lot. Can't think of anything else I really want to test with him. I mean, that's with synergies. It's a basic fight. He's a meh attacker. He's, I think, really supposed to primarily be defense. You know, could he use a little bit of an attack tune-up? Probably. I mean, that's a rank 2. Will he be the worst attacker? Probably not. I just want to see if there's any way to extend the debuffs. I don't think there is. And it's supposed to be bleed and energy over 20 seconds, and they don't feel like they're lasting 20 seconds. Maybe they are, and it's just going by quicker than I thought, but I don't know. You know what we're going to do? Let's try them out here. If we get a matchup, if we get a domino or something like that, maybe we'll bring him in. If he's not banned. How am I looking energy-wise? Yeah, we can get a couple matches in. And for today, I know I said if I drop below 100, I'm going to call it. We'll see. We'll see. I don't have a whole lot of time. I've got to be done at 5:30, so I've got about 45 minutes. And if there's any fights that you guys want to see me take a arcade on, let me know. I would love to try. I'd love to see him the other way around. I'd love to put him on defense and be able to watch the person attacking him. Rank 3 Piggy, a rank 3 Atuma, a rank 3 Onslaught. 3 pretty simple bands. Hey, he's got a rank 5, or a 5-star, or 6-star rank 5, Ascended, Awakened. So that should be fun. Yeah, why not? We'll do this. Why not try the rank 2? I'm going to have to fight him, so I've not ever fought him. So if he puts him down on defense, this will be a loss. I did take my Titania out of my deck. I don't know if that's a smart thing or not. All right, I think we're good for defense. Depending on who he pulls. Hate that he got that Tigra. Tigra and long shot. No, we're going there. So maybe I'm not done on defense. Now, if he goes Domino, I'll go Ant-Man, I guess. Holy moly, I got every defender I could possibly ever want. We'll go Domino. Every defender I could possibly ever want decided it was time to show up in my deck. And he does have CGR. We're going to try Kushala here. This may be a loss. Like I said, I don't know who good counters to that guy who's not. I assume CGR is going to be an incredible counter. All right. Maybe CGR is not that great of a counter. All right. Well, he got him down, which is better than I can say for a lot of people have been doing against him. But now I'm kind of stuck. He's got counters for everybody else. He got the good counters for everybody else. We're going to go Korg. And he's going to go Tigra. Okay, he's going to go long shot. I would have assumed he would have gone Tigra. It's about as clean as I can do a bullseye with Domino. You're going to take some chip damage. And it was clean enough and just fast enough. I'll salute that one. What the heck? That was clean enough and just fast enough. What do you know? We started off with a win. Don't tell anyone. All right, let's do one more. If I get back up over 150, I may need to park, and we'll go back to doing some more testing. Maul is gone. He is gone. He is gone. Unless I see anything else down here that I really, really, really want to get rid of. Well, there are some things I really want to get rid of, but I think that'll work. Oh, man. Well, we're going to go bullseye. Bullseye does have his counters now. I do like using Bishop against him. As long as he doesn't throw a special, Bishop can do well. Well, we can't pass up Kate. Kate in this meta is just unreal. Toad, huh? Hmm. Okay, that gives us our defenders, I think. Ah, I should have taken that. Had a couple good options on that for Atuma. I should have taken my Sunspot. Maybe I'll get Negasonic. I don't think he banned her. Nope. Maybe I'll get Negasonic. You know, every once in a while, you just have to speak things into existence. I really don't have any poison immune. That might be an issue. Well, we'll figure it out. That's right. He didn't get any Cosmic. He didn't really get... He has Toad. Doesn't have a great Bullseye counter. And doesn't really have a great Cord counter. He did pull Thing. But we're going to start... We'll start with Bullseye. Hey, Golden Gun Gaming. Welcome to you and any raiders that come along with. Good afternoon. I hope your Friday has gone well. And we're going to start here. We need to get some practice in with this. Hey, RAB. Or Ra. Or... Yo, it's a name. I'm going to butcher it. So, welcome. Hey, Obed. I'll read that in 1 second. Hey, I just got a sub, I think. I forgot all about that. Wow. I messed this fight up. I let the Incinerates fall off. I took way too much chip damage from his specials. Hey, welcome to Enzo. Hey, I get to welcome you in a chat for a change instead of the other way around. Welcome, sir, and welcome Enzo Raiders. I've tested them a little bit. I wanted to do a couple battlegrounds and see if I could get them used in there. I haven't yet. And that's 2 raids, Triple G raid and the Enzo raid. Welcome all. Let's see, somebody subbed, or at least I heard it. Let me... Oh, it was Triple G. Thank you. Oh, we can try them on defense again. I keep hoping that they pull a domino and put a domino down on attack and I'd try them, or some other, you know, champion at some point. You know what? I don't have a great counter for this guy. So... I'm going to try and play this a little slow. I messed this up. He did not get his... Okay, we got the explosion in there. I was hoping to prevent him from going to a special 3. And now I'm just kind of SOL here. I mean, he's just hitting into my block and not throwing heavies like he's supposed to. Oh my gosh, come on, dude. Just die. Wow. Okay. It's the first time somebody beat him and beat him badly. Wow. Now I think I've got a little bit of an edge. Hey, Billy D. Welcome. Welcome, Chris. I don't know if I said hi to you. Mr. Hill. Enzo, I've already said hi to. I think I got everybody that was in there. Robbie or RAB. Okay, that works for me. I was thinking about probably using Kate against that Toad, and that may have been the best way of doing it, but it will be harder if he puts down Scorpion to Kate him. Now, I did screw this fight up last night. Because I got off on the counter on his rock stacks. Her special one is 3 hits. I got to remember that. And this counts as a hit. Okay, so I'm at 9. There's 10. And I'm off on the stacks again. But we made it work. Yes, I took a little chip damage there, but that should be more than enough. All right, so we messed up the lovely Toad fight because I really didn't have a poison counter. I was trying to kill him quick and it just didn't work. Yeah, Kate in this meta is good. Toad's SP2 removes his prowess, but I think SP1 and SP2 is what. Yeah, I should have SP1 first, but I was trying to get the implosion or whatever it is, the where he removes the power. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. It's not a fight that I've done before, and that Toad wasn't typically what I like to do with Future Ant-Man is either 3 or 4 hits, wait, get them to throw us, a heavy, and then kind of follow up with it. All right, let's go. Since we've got more folks in here, I will. Whoops, not arena. I really wish I could rearrange the tiles because I don't like the way they're at. I always go into arena. We'll show a little bit of arcade. Yeah, detonation. Thank you, Chris. I couldn't remember what it was flipping called. So I don't know if I like this guy on attack, to be completely honest. Trying to get them to stop on that trap is not the easiest thing. Oops. I don't know where those random mediums were coming from. And now you just have to get them pushed back the whole way. I've got a few arcade tokens up. You want them back on here. Light ending combo. Special one. As soon as the special one is done, you want a heavy. And then another special one. And then heavy, because that'll stun them. And then you can kind of just loop him there in the corner. Whoops, I was late on that, but it still worked. So there you go. That's kind of the thought process behind it. You can get that nice little stun lock going in the corner. I've got to get work on the timing of doing it when the special one ends and when I can start charging the heavy. But that'll take some time. The spacing on the traps will take a little bit of time. Yeah, that's a good Mike. That's a good comparison there with Kindred. Not going to be somebody you use all the time, but when you need him, he's going to work. He's not going to be the fastest option out there, but he's going to work. And I may, depending on what I end up placing for defense, probably could have gone right there and played a little bit more aggressive. I think that's the other thing I've got to do is go for more stand-up intercepts. See, because he comes up paused, and I think you could probably do a stand-up intercept there. Let's try the special one again. I want to get that timing down. That was it. And then I kind of messed up. I don't know. I hate that sometimes you throw a medium and he just kind of stands there and does nothing. I didn't have enough charges there, but I think like you said, I think he's going to be good on attack when needed. He does have the pre-fight. We'll restart so we can look at the pre-fights. That give him some immunities. I know there's the controversy right now over, hey, you said he'd have 5 immunities. He can get Incinerate immune, he can gain Poison immune, and he can gain Shock immunity. Which is nice. I mean, that's in and of itself is a great, great thing. He can make sure that he can parry reliably against Domino. He can, turn off True Strike for everybody except for Cosmic. Well, actually, I wonder if he turns it. Looks like he does turn it off for Cosmics. He just doesn't gain the Poison immunity. And kind of the same with Shock. As long as he's not facing a Cosmic, he can gain Shock immunity. And that's where, we can do this. Let's go in and we'll activate this. This will keep his debuffs alive longer. He's got enough poisons in there that he can counter healing. You just kind of have to a little slow play him through your heavies to get him on the trap. And keep him there long enough. And the downside to it, now see, these will last a little bit longer. And I don't have the charges, so we're just going to not get a parry. Wow. Okay, now the second he starts trying to stand up, there we go. Now we got the stun. Yeah, it's just not very quick. Even with the extended length on the debuffs, and I think his awakening might help. It doesn't do a whole lot for him, but what is his awakened ability? Before Arcade Auto Blacks, he gains a steadfast buff, which is nice. And see, there's the torment debuff is the one I'm missing. Yeah, I saw that they had that, and I saw the tweet originally. It originally said that he was going to have 5 debuffs. My guess is that was probably some of the original planning. You know, is it a shame? Yes. I'm not going to go all pitchfork conspiracy theory and all that. Should they do something about it? Yeah, they should. You know, it was obviously communicated that way. They should do something about it. Knowing Kabam in the past, when there's been issues like that, they've done something about it. I did not rank this guy up thinking he was going to be rupture immune. I didn't rank him up. It was 5 immunities. I can't remember. It was poison, bleed, shock, rupture, and incinerate, if I remember correctly, the 5. So, you know, they'll probably do something about it. It's a weekend. They're not going to do anything about it today. You know, even with it being brought to their attention probably early this morning, late yesterday, there's not enough time for them to do anything. Their typical mode for this will be, they will issue something or put something out on Monday. We just kind of have to sit back and wait. And, I have worked with enough software engineers and enough, they still haven't fixed Gallon. So, what the heck. I've worked as a project manager / scrum master / whatever you want to call them for software engineers for many, many years. And especially when you get closer to a release of a big release, there's all sorts of communications that have to go out. And depending on when the communication was written, there could have been several other cycles that have transpired and things change. Do you want that to happen? Absolutely not. You want every communication that you put out there to be spot on and right on the ball. But it doesn't always happen. I put out myself software release notes for upgrades to point of sale systems for the retail company I work for that were wrong. Do I get yelled at afterwards? You can bet your butt I do. But at the end of the day, it happens. You go back through, you say, oh, this was from release note for, release 40.2.3.4 or whatever, however you do your numbering. And we're on 40.2.3.5 now. And things changed. And it happens. It shouldn't. Everybody agrees with it, but it does. It's not a conspiracy. They didn't put it out there to specifically drive up demand for his bundle. It's an honest mistake. As long as they own up to the mistake, I have no problem with it. And that's the thing. You can ask Gary, who's here in the chat. My kind of motto and my theory for life is, you're going to make mistakes in life. It's not the mistakes that you make. It's what you do after you make a mistake that I judge you by. So do you try and brush it under the carpet and say, oh, that didn't happen. Nope, never. And it kind of looks like they tried to do that a little bit by changing the tweet. But at the same time, they changed the tweet so it was correct. So they corrected it. As long as they come out and say they messed up. Or, like Mike just said, if they make them, give them a rupture immunity. We don't know. There's a couple things they could do to fix it. I don't think they'll make them rupture immune. I think they'll just come out, apologize, and say, hey, because of our mistake, we're going to give you 5 more X crystal, or, we'll give you a rank down ticket. Whatever it is, as long as they come out, own it, I'm fine with it. And that's how I always am. I don't get, even back, I played this game back, when 12.0 came out. Horrible changes, but, they owned it. They said, here's why we have to do it. Yeah, another important lesson, most times things don't go as you plan. Absolutely not. I'm a project manager for a living. I tell people all the time, I am fairly successful at my job. I'm not, tooting my own horn or anything, but I have a fairly good reputation among the companies I've worked for. I only plan about 80% of a job. The other 20%, crap's going to happen, and I want to be flexible enough to adjust as needed. Do I want things to go exactly according to my plan? Heck yes, I'd love to be able to say, hey, here's what you do at 5:11 p.m., here's what you do at 5:12, here's what you do at 5:13. Not realistic. Something's going to happen, and if you are planned out that tightly, there's no flexibility. So, I'm sure they're an agile shop. I've looked at their boards. I've looked at their Trello board and all that. They're an agile programming, and that's what happens in agile. You're moving fast. You're trying to get things done. You're trying to, sometimes release what's called an MVP, minimum viable product, and in that minimum viable product does not meet the grand specs that somebody laid out. So the grand specs may have been all 5. They kind of maybe got rushed behind cycles or something like that on a release, and something didn't go through. I guess, for me, it's different because I've worked with software developers. I know a lot of software developers. I used to be a software developer, and I understand where it is. The software devs are the world's worst at documentation. They document the code. They're terrible at writing documentation for end users. I won't say all, most are. So, that's usually why there's a scrum master or a product manager or somebody around that kind of writes those releases. It's not the same person. Yeah. And there you go. I know they deleted the tweet. I don't know what the time frame was. Like I said, I didn't really look into it much. When I bought the bundle, I didn't buy him thinking he had 5 immunities. I bought him based on the deep dive video and knowing that he was going to be a tricky defender, knowing that Yusafa and Enzo, sorry folks, didn't pull him, so my odds were better. They get every 7-star champion. When they don't, I feel like, hey, they're saving one for us small guys. So, yeah, and it's a difference. Did I see that? I don't even recall seeing the tweets, and I read most of their tweets. And would I have remembered it? Probably not. It is what it is. It's not anything. I don't know. Like I said, working with software devs gives me kind of a different perspective on it. Let's try one more. See if we can get one more win. This is probably dumb. Where am I at point-wise? 162. Yeah, this is probably really dumb. I should probably park for the season. But we're not going to do that. Yeah, to me, and of course I match TCN. This will be a roster. To me, like I said, it is not the mistakes you make. It is what you do after you make the mistake. For the most part, Kabam has been pretty good about coming back. And yeah, like I said, this is a roster. I don't really want to ban my bishop. Probably should, but a whale has been spotted. No, I'm a dolphin. I'm a mini whale. Oh, you're talking about the guy from TCN. Yeah, that's a whale. Oh, yeah, well, TCN has been docked more times than the Queen Elizabeth. Is what it is. They'll be docked again. All right. right, I'm going to have to find somebody for that. I am not great with CGR versus Red Skull. I am not good at that fight at all. I don't like fighting Red Skull. What I'm hoping for, in a way, is I can call you Nemo. What I'm hoping for is I pull a domino, and then I can hold that Red Skull in place. Which is good that I got her. That's kind of what I was hoping for. I don't have anything for his domino, really. But I want to hold that Red Skull in place. Hey, we're getting the third raid of the day. Welcome, Alex, and welcome, Captain Judah. Welcome. Holy moly. I may have found the time to stream here. Hey, Alex, welcome. Thank you for the sub. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and start him off this way. I know he's going to use that Kushala. That's fine. Not the quickest fight, fairly tough. There's the domino. I kind of expected that. Nope, he did go Red Skull. I was kind of hoping to hold the Red Skull with my domino. This one, like I said, I don't know if I've ever done this fight. Hey, Truth Comic, thank you. Thank you. I almost thought about it. I want to win this one. I'm getting greedy. I wanted to win it. And I Dex there, didn't I? I don't know if that'll push him red. Ah, I was hoping he wouldn't throw. That hurt. I just screwed that up. At least I got rid of a lot of his armors. Well, we got him down. Messed that up so bad. We got him down then. Yeah, nice to be on Kabam stream. Thank you. When you won, I felt like I won. Appreciate that. How'd the tourney match go, Judah? Hit the lottery, pulled a 7-star CM. Nice. Appreciate that, Triple G. I kind of like you guys as well. All right, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to throw this guy out there now. He's going to use Hulkling. Perfectly fine. Ooh. First time dupe on 7-star Sorcerer. That's not bad either. I kind of like her. I'd love an awakened Captain Sparkles. 7-star. I used her a lot as a 5-star. And I screwed that up. That's all right. I should still be okay. Oof, maybe not. I messed the timing up there at the end. Yeah, maybe not. Messed the timing up completely at the end. Now, this is tough. If I put Bullseye down, he goes Domino against it. If I put Domino down, yeah, most of the Cosmic Champs are going to be good for him. Hey, Bobby, thank you for the congrats there. Ooh, no. You know what? We're going to try Bullseye here. Just got to keep her from throwing that special one. Oh, really? Come on. Okay, that should be a win. Barely. Yours a good arcade counter? Yeah, I saw that one. So it looks like Hulkling, I think Gallon, Gore so far. Well, not so much Cook. She's got she's kind of a glass cannon, Manus. Not the greatest health pool in the world, just a pain in the butt because you can't really parry her consistently. And then that Fury really helped him out on that special too. But you know what? I am at a comfortable spot. Did he go down to 179 as well? Oh, nope, dropped to 186. Vox, Kate. Well, Kate's good against everybody. If you're not cold snap immune, I'm thinking almost I'm good. I'd love to get up to M2, kind of your area at 214. That's what? 3 more wins. But there's a better chance of me dropping. I'm not going to be around over the weekend. I know I don't want to do any Monday or Tuesday because that's when all the hackers come out and all the modders. So I'm thinking I'm good. One thing I do have coming out, and I've only got about 7 minutes left before I've got to go out to eat tonight. One thing I do have coming out for those of you that are interested, most people aren't. I've gotten some requests from people who have lower end accounts. Most of this chat probably not. I did record a arena stream where I timed it, how long it took me from starting the arena to ending, that I'm going to talk about how to get on the infinite streak, what to do on the infinite streak, all that kind of stuff for anybody who wants to know. I don't know if Herc's good against arcade or not. I don't think so, but could be. He is stun immune, so the auto blocks and all that aren't going to do it. But for anybody who's interested in how to get some units and all that from the arenas and all that, that's coming up. I'll probably have that posted tomorrow. It took me 45 minutes from start to finish to get the 4.16 million points in that arena. I do have the other arena to run, so we've got that to do. But I may be back later after dinner. Let's see. I know Lags was streaming. Is there anybody else still streaming? Let's take all these raids. Let's see. Copy link address. Let's take all these raids and we'll go raid Legacy. And let's just do a simple, if I can type, say Fossey raid with Triple G. Yeah, we can't do all of it. I would put all the other 3 raids in there, but let's just combine them all into one big raid. Go say hi to Legacy. I'll be back later on. If not tonight, I'll see you tomorrow for a little bit in the morning. Until then, everybody have a great evening, have a great Friday, and take care all.